Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 11. First off, I want to say thank you very much for the comments in the previous videos. You've been really supportive and I really appreciate it. It's very nice. So the aims for this video is I want to finally get my melee stats to level 50. So I've been wanting to do it for a while, but this is going to be it. We're going to push it to 50 in this episode. So I want to use rune weapon and rune armor. I need to smith myself a set of rune weapons and armor, which you can see here. I'm starting to prepare the bars. I want to level my cooking up by cooking most of the remaining lobsters that I have. I still have about 250 raw. I want to get my fletching to 48, which will allow me to make the next rank of staff for Demonheim, because I want to get back in the bone crusher grind, and that'll help me by killing stuff quicker, more XP, more tokens. That's the theory. And I want to get thieving to 38 for master farmers and crafting to 43 for cutting diamonds. So that's the plan, along with some free to play quests. So I hope you guys enjoy. There we have level 50 attack. So as you can see, I'm actually using attack on the melee, on the vampires, which isn't very good because they drain your strength. I've only been here a little while, but I was so close to 50 that I just wanted to finish it out. So that means we have some rune weaponry unlocked. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go craft myself some rune weapons. I'm thinking I'm going to go back to two-hand because the AoE for Slayer is really nice, and Slayer is mainly what I'm doing now. I could also make a dual wheel setup for if I decide to do bossing, but that's a kind of far away. So for now I'm just going to stick to two-handed. Here we have the rune two-handed sword complete, the +3. Look how cool it looks. And it also has some really nice stats, so that should improve our combat quite a lot for melee. There is level 50 woodcutting. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to do some fletching to level that up for a little bit, as I've got quite a lot of levels to get. And I've just gotten 50 woodcutting off it. So I've got a heap of arrow shafts which I need to add feathers onto, which should get me a couple of levels in fletching hopefully. There we have 40 fletching, so only 8 more levels to go. After crafting the 6,500 arrow shafts into headless arrows, it's got me up to 41 fletching. So it actually wasn't that much XP, I got like a level and a little bit from it. So I was going to do headless arrows all the way to 48, but I feel like I'd need about 1,000,000 of them, so I might start fletching some of them into actual arrows, because I have a bunch. I'm up to like nearly 15k now. Yeah, 15.3k. So I'll have a look, but for now I'm going to try to do something different. I'm actually going to go and try and get Tuska's Wrath ability, because that's meant to be really good for Slayer, and I love Slayer, so sounds good. I'm currently doing the Tuska's Wrath minigame. I can't remember what the actual name of it, Anima Islands I think. But it's actually really good XP. Like, I've gotten a construction level, fire making level, divination level. Fletching level wasn't from this, but it's pretty good XP, and I've just after getting 1100 total experience, or total level, so we're getting there. I've done a couple of games now, so I'm up to 1859 Anima, and I need 4,000 for Tuska's Wrath. What I thought I'd do to help some people out who've never done it before is I'll do a quick little how-to of each of the islands. It's not going to be like the most exhaustive, efficient way of playing it, but maybe it'll help some people out. This island's pretty simple. You just pick up the fire, equip it, and then burn the closest tentacle to the fire. On this island you basically run around, jump off all the blue crystals to get to the next island. You can only go in a clockwise direction, and siphon the rock that has the rock opportunity glow around it. On this island I basically run around building all the pylons and then just rebuild them when they break. It's the quickest way to do it and the easiest. On this level you cut the vines to get mysterious herbs, you crush them and then use the crushed herbs on the root. This will do is it'll grow the root towards the plant. Once the root reaches the plant it will grow it. You then take the seed from this plant and use the seed on the tree, and that will give you points. You basically have to do this 3 times to cap from this level. This one actually took me 4 seeds, so I think it might be based on like how far away it is and how many times you have to like feed the roots. But you can see here you can get 100% fairly regularly, like once you do it. Like I've done, the first time I didn't get 100%, but every time since, when I knew it a bit better, I've basically gotten the max points. Mini quest I guess, but it gives insane rewards. You need 60 magic, but I've gotten the capes and you can see they give 25 armor and 31 magic bonus, the god capes. So you just pray at these statues to get them, so I got 5 of each. I also bought each of one of the god staffs, which are tier 60 weapons, and they cost 80k. The reason I've done this is Guthix is the best, which is the one I want, but I accidentally got the other one, so I decided to finish them off. Just comparing the capes here, and the Spellstorm Drape is 1 magic, 4 armor, compared to the Zamrock is 25 armor, 31 magic, which is a massive increase. So I'm gonna swing now. Look at this bad boy go. 650. Oh, look at that, 2.2k. It's like 650 a tick with combustion. It's insane. Like, it literally annihilates mobs. Oh, I'm so excited. And there we have the 100 casts of Divine Storm done. Now I'm gonna run before I die. They actually hit pretty hard. Holy. It's my last lobster. Alright, so basically what this does is it lets me cast this spell outside the mage arena. How I done it is I basically got the level 1 Avernic Wand and Book, which you get from the Demon Slayer quest. Gives you unlimited air runes. I put on Green Dragon Hide to try and reduce the damage a bit from the magic. It doesn't actually matter if you hit them or splash, as long as you cast it 100 times. So you put it into legacy mode, you equip it to the staff, actually the wand and the book, and that gives you twice as many casts, and it gives you unlimited air runes, so it doesn't cost you anything. But now it means I have the T60 staff, a sick cape, and I can cast Divine Storm outside of the mage arena, so that's going to be really useful. There is level 48 defense, so I'm currently just doing Slayer tasks, and basically I'm training defense through every type of combat, whichever is strong. I got lesser demons and they're weak to ranged. I was using my magic shortbow, but I only have addy arrows and rune arrows are quite difficult to get. So I got a drop of rune javelins and I'm trying these out and they actually work really well. So what I might do is I might go and smith a bunch of these and use these as it will be level 50 ranged equivalent, and I won't have to bother trying to get rune arrows the whole time. Turns out that rune javelins are not made by smithing, so I instead made a load of rune throwing axes and that should do. There is 54 HP. So the XP here is pretty insane. I get like 420 XP per kill and it's fairly quick. Part of me wonders though if I'd be better just training through magic, seeing as I'm only leveling up defense. I wonder if my magic could just be better even though they're weak to range, because my magic's 10 levels ahead and I've got better equipment for it. I might try it after, but we'll see. There we have 50 defense, so it's literally just after I finished my task, so this is perfect timing, and now we get to go try out all our new gear. This is my new strongest setup, and look at me. The next thing I wanted to do is to level my prayer up a bit, so I went to the wilderness. A big thank you to Bugbear in the comments of the last video who let me know I can actually just pray here at the altar. Should I use on these, I guess? Yeah, there we go. So, oh, this is so much better, and there's a bank right there. Thank you so much for letting me know. Like I've said before, I'm a bit of a noob, so if you guys know other things, like if you see me doing something really inefficiently, like the Ectofunctus for example, instead of here, just please let me know in the comments below. It makes a big difference. After offering up all my bones, I got to almost level 50 prayer. This method is so much better. I have to say, I was putting it off because I didn't want to go to the Ectofunctus for like 150. I'm not going to get PK'd, am I? I don't think so. But this was so good. As part of the player on farm, I've decided to try and focus a bit more on it and raising the rabbits. So to do that I need some food, and you can actually use woad leaves as flowers, and you can buy 1,000 for 25k from Falador, which seems to be the easiest way to do it. There is 55 mining, so I've decided to make my rune armor set, and I've ran out of rune. And while I'm here, I also want to get some more mithril so I can craft some arrows and get my fletching to 48. I've gotten it to 47, so I'm not far away at all. But yeah, I thought 55 was a pretty good milestone. And here we are going to have a level 48 fletching. So I ended up making headless arrows to 45 and then mithril arrows to 48. What this lets us do is it lets us create the next rank of staff, the spine beam staff in Demonheim, so that should make it a lot quicker to do some of the floors on that. And I think up next what I'm going to do is I am going to do some more quests, and you can see I've made my full set of Rune plus 3 here as well. Here we have the Gower quest complete, so it's pretty cool. It kind of takes you behind the scenes in Runescape and you go around and do some bits and bobs. But it was a pretty long quest. I get a quest point and 15 coins, which is sick. There is level 28 farming, which allows us to raise and breed chickens. So I probably should have done this a lot earlier. The rewards are like irrelevant basically for my level now, like 250 magic and runecraft and XP. But it's done. So the last thing I'm going to do for this episode is I am going to upgrade my storehouse to tier 2 on Anachronia, so we can now store up to 80,000 of each type, which is going to be great. I'm going to go for the sleeping quarters, so what I want to do is make sure I've got 5 in wood, 5 in the leaves, and 5 in hide. So I'll take that stone and put them into the leaves. So our base camp's actually coming along quite nicely. Once we get the sleeping quarters, we're going to be able to like double the amount of resources we can gain. So my plan is to kind of just maximize sleeping quarters as soon as possible, and then I'll go back and do the rest of these kind of skill-based lodges. I'd just like to say thank you all for watching, guys. We've gotten a lot of progress done in this episode. We've gotten God Staff and God Capes, which is beast. Like, I'm able to smash stuff with magic now. In the next episode, I want to get a bunch more quests done. I've got a few of the free-to-play ones left, but I'm more worried about trying to knock out some of the kind of big, important mid-game quests, which I'm going to work towards in the next episode. So, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.